Hi, how are you all? I'll do a quick mic check. I'll sit down on the block, and if you could all give me like a furious wave or just say absolutely nothing if you can't hear me properly. Check in the levels. Oh, I've still got a sore left foot, forgive me. All righty, if you can hear me and hear me as well as you know I should be able to. People waving, awesome, excellent, thanks very much for that. I'm in the center of the picture pretty much. I feel like I'm sort of, never mind all that. Every time I come here, I set the camera up and do all that stuff. People think it's just there the whole time, and that's not how I process. It's not how I work. I always take it down every time. So we're just about to wander up to the 6:15 mark. We're there. I haven't got my digital watch with me. I've got my old windy-uppy watch from the old days. Don't know why I'm wearing that these days. I hope you're all well, and I hope you're all looking forward to a nice practice. And even though you can't be in the studio, I hope you've given yourself just enough space from the real world, or maybe you're outside in the real world as you are, Julia. It's good to see, just experiencing this moment, detached from all the other stuff. Now, I promise you, after Shavasana, you can get back to all the other stuff. But for now, just give yourself 60 minutes of freedom for your practice, for your presence. Let go of the questions, the critique, all that stuff. It's in your head. Maybe just focus on one thing at a time. Sitting cross-legged, if it's comfortable, let the weight go down through your hips and into the ground. Sense a connection with gravity, a force that's always there, grounds us, keeps us centered all the time, but we so quickly lose our connection with it. We're lost in our head. So connection, ground yourself. If it feels good, take your shoulders through a couple of shrugs in one direction and then the other direction. And if it feels better to leave them just stationary, leave them stationary. Start tuning into the sensations in your body. And then soften a little and see if you can lengthen up through your spine, as if you're trying to reach the crown of your head, not the forehead, but the crown of your head a little higher, lengthening your spine. And then bring your awareness into your breath. And we'll begin to cultivate that nice ujjayi rhythmic ocean breathing for yoga. And we'll take a few breaths together, inhaling for a count of 4 and exhaling fully for a count of 4 as well. Try and seal your lips and use your nose for all of the breathing. Gently allowing the breath to leave your body now, and then consciously inhale with me for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale all the way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Twice more with me. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3. Keep going. 2, 1. Last time with me. Whisper sound in the throat. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe through the nose naturally. Allow your body to absorb the sensations of here and now. And then gently place your left hand on your heart space and your right hand on your belly. And the reason we do this is so we can get a sense of our own breathing. The hand on the belly should be moving forwards and backwards as you breathe in and out. Softening through the shoulders and lengthening through the crown over the head, we'll set our intention for the practice together. May this practice heal and strengthen your body and your mind. May this practice heal and strengthen your body and your mind. Good. Just gently sitting here, I'd like you to engage firstly in your 3 bandhas and then in your breath and in your drishti. So if your eyes are closed, please gently open them. And draw your navel in slightly and up slightly and engage through your Uddiyana Bandha, the core lock switching on to protect the lumbar spine and create a little heat from the middle of your center. And then move your awareness down to the pelvic floor. Just switch on the pelvic floor just a little so you're conscious that it's there. And then move your awareness up through your torso, into your neck, and draw your chin towards your throat. Lift through the crown of your head, Jalandhara Bandha. Still breathing Ujjayi, finding this length through your core as you reach and lengthen. Soften your shoulders. And then notice where your eyes are. Maybe you're looking at the screen, or maybe you find yourself just a little spot somewhere to gaze into one place. Nice. Ujjayi breath, 3 bandhas, drishti. And now that you've found your center and your balance, roll forward over your knees and come into a downward facing dog. So push your palms into the earth and lift your sit bones up towards the sky, and go ahead and bend your knees a little and release any trapped energy through your posterior chain. Maybe you move your hips just a little bit more. Good. And from here, we'll come straight into a transverse twist. So take your right hand and get a hold of your left ankle so that the fingers around the outside of your left ankle, coming into a nice down dog twist. Rotate around your spine and send your gaze underneath your left armpit. Keep the breath going, and if any of the bandhas switched off, see if you can re-engage them, and also push down through your palm and engage Hasta Bandha through the wrists. One more long breath in as you twist around your neutral spine in this beautiful twisting dog. Nice, and then gently place your right hand on the floor and take your left hand onto your right ankle. Coming into a twisting dog on the other side, your gaze can go underneath your right armpits. Try and keep the spine long and neutral so you can twist around it for one more long breath in, lengthen. Nice, and then when you're ready, exhale, come back to your downward facing dog. And we'll warm up through the sagittal plane. So I'm going to step to the camera and watch you. Hopefully I can see you through the angles and just make sure that your limbs are stacked. So I'd like you to exhale to draw your chin into your chest, and then inhale to ripple through a curved spine, leaning forward with the shoulder blades, come into your high plank. Good. Take a breath in, high plank. And then as you exhale, back to downward facing dog. And I'm going to watch the next two. I'd like you to see some movement through your spine. So exhale your chin into your chest, and then inhale, ripple forward, press through the shoulder blades, draw the belly in, and find length through the whole of your body. And see if you can arrive at that point. We're staying, Julia, in high plank. See if you can arrive in that point. High plank, so you're stacking, good Kirsty, wrists, elbows, shoulders, lift the belly, lengthen through the crown of the head, and press out through the heels, Karina. So you're in a high plank position, strong isometric contraction through the whole body. Good, take a full breath in through your nose. Exhale, only lift your hips, downward facing dog. Only lift your hips, feet, hands don't move. Good. This time, as you exhale, draw your chin back into your chest, and then inhale, ripple forward, high plank, re-engage all the way through the bandhas, lengthen through your body, draw your navel in and lengthen the crown of your head. And I want you to send your awareness to the back of your shoulders and dome your upper back. Karina, I think you're lifting your hips a little high. I can't quite see, but I'm looking for pretty much a straight line. Shoulders, hips, heels, unless you need to modify, knees to the ground. You can come to child's pose anytime you wish. One more full breath, and feel the breath press out through the shoulder blades. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, we'll do this one more time. This time I really want you to imagine that you're moving through the full range of motion through your spine. So I need you to exhale, chin into chest, and inhale, curl through your spine as you ripple forward, and then extend through your spine as you find your high plank, roll through your shoulders, never dump into the joints. Belly is on. Big breath in. Then exhale to come to a low plank. Bend your knees. So you're coming to a low plank first. Keep your elbows close to your press to the top of the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Or lift your heart space. Chin is high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good modification, Kirsty. Always taking baby cobra wherever you wish to. Downward facing dog. And inhale your right leg up towards the sky. Straight up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee. And inhale your right knee up towards the sky. Scorpion pose. So get a rotation out through the outer right hip. Julia, try and lift your right knee a little high. Press it up into the clouds as if you need it. And then draw your heel back into your sit bone. Nice. And send the gaze underneath your right armpit, Kirsty. Good. Arch out through your right hip flexor as you draw your right heel in towards your hips. Good work, Karina. And press the toes away from the heels. Take a breath in here. Yogi's choice. You can stay in scorpion pose or gently move through the point of balance until you come into your wild thing. Yes. If you're coming into wild thing, super strong through the left shoulder, no dumping. And reach out this time through the left hip. Raise your left hip up. Good. Stretch through the left arm. Nice. Big breath in. As you exhale, float your right hand onto the ground. Right foot can go straight up into your downward facing dog. Nice. Scorpion pose. You've got this, Kirsty. Don't worry. Just call it scorpion pose. Big breath in. Exhale. Draw your right knee to your right elbow as you lean into it. Bend your right knee. Good. Keep the whole of the right shin off the floor and the belly in strong through those shoulder blades. Nice. Push the ground away. You've got this. Big breath in. And exhale, scorpion pose. All the way. Press the knee even higher, Kirsty. Higher, 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 higher. Big breath comes in. Exhale, right knee comes to the left elbow. So draw your whole leg across your body. Strong through your core. Push the ground away intentionally. Elbows are off lock, Kirsty. So bend the elbows slightly. So using the power of the arms, not the joint. Big breath in. Right knee is touching the back of the left elbow for one more big breath. Nice. Exhale, scorpion pose. Send that right knee straight up to the sky and exhale, draw your right knee into your chest, tiger curl. Right knee to the chest, tiger curl. Give your knee a little kiss if you can or reach towards it. Mwah. Good. Then press it straight up, three-legged dog. Beautiful. Push the ground away. Engage Hasta Bandha and feel the energy through the back of your right calf as you press your heel even higher and point, not drop, but point your toes towards the floor, Karina. Point it to, yes, so you've got that line through your leg. Big breath in. Fill your lungs and then use the whole of the exhale. You've got this, Kirsty, to float your right leg down to the ground. I'm not doing this. You need to follow your own body. Downward facing dog. Good. Wave the hips a little. Shift any tight chi energy. Maybe even come to child's pose if you wish to. Maybe staying in downward facing dog to re-energize between the postures if you wish to. And we'll take 3 full breaths before coming back to downward facing dog. Good work, Julia. Pressing the sit bones even higher to that beautiful blue sky you can feel above you as you send your gaze between your shins. Kirsty and Karina coming back to your downward facing dog now and shifting your weight into your right foot and inhaling your left leg straight up to the sky, ceiling, wall, whatever it is. Take a breath in and only bend your left knee. Then inhale, rotate your left knee high, your gaze underneath your left shoulder and draw your left heel a little closer to your hips. Good, big breath in. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, bring it forward. Left knee to left elbow, strong through the core, belly is on. Nice. One big breath. Exhale, scorpion pose. All the way, lift the knee. Big breath in. Exhale, left knee to right elbow this time. Draw it across the body and keep the right shin off the floor, right ankle off the floor, belly is on. Press your shoulders a little higher. Strong, 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 strong. Don't let the foot touch the ground, Kirsty. If you can keep that left foot off the floor. Good. One more breath in. Exhale, scorpion pose. Take it all the way up. Last time. Exhale, draw your left knee into your chest. Tiger curl. Super strong. Press the shoulder blades forwards. Draw the knee in and to the lips. Maybe give it a kiss. Exhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, three-legged dog. Feel like a lightning bolt through your left leg. You can feel the power and the energy through your left hamstring and left calf as you press your left heel even higher and point, don't drop. Point the toes towards the floor, Karina. Good. So you're really stretching through the Achilles tendon. Nice big breath comes in for energy, and then you exhale, float that left foot down towards the ground, downward facing dog. Big breath in here. This time exhale through your mouth, really let go of the energy. Good, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. One more full breath all the way in. Feel the vibrance of this breath. And then as you exhale, use the breathing out to bend your knees and shift your drishti to your hands and start to walk your feet gently towards the top of the mat until your toes are somewhere in between your fingertips. Fingertips still touching the floor. And if you wish, you can bend your knees, or maybe you straighten out those knees and keep them long for the hamstrings. If you feel any tension in your low back, I'd like you to very deliberately bend your knees until you feel that tension soften. And then find a position that's right for you, so you can allow the crown of your head to magnetize towards the earth as you lift your sit bones higher, as high as you can without putting any strain in your low back. And then maybe take up hold of opposite elbows and use the weight of the arms and the head to lengthen the spine. I want you to imagine that each of these bones that make up your spine, these vertebrae, are being slightly lengthened by the gravity created in your head and your shoulders. Maybe you move the weight from your left foot to your right foot so you can consciously feel this. Maybe move the weight into the toes and then back into the heels until you find the center point through the very middle of both feet. And if it feels good, you can hang out here for a couple of breaths, or maybe take a swish to the left and take the stretch through the deeper core muscles at the back of the spine. Swish to the right if that feels good as you loosen through the shoulders. Careful to listen to your body. Nice. Then release your arms back down to the ground and inhale, take a halfway lift. Super strong through your back. And then light up through your glutes and your hamstrings as you push back into your heels and move your hips over your ankles. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, one breath, take both hands all the way up to the sky, mini back bend. Exhale, all the way back down towards the earth, forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift, strong through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the belly on as you now inhale, high prayer, both hands up towards the sky. Mini back bend as you watch your palms touch, and then exhale, bow back towards Mother Earth. And inhale to your halfway lift, strong through your back, draw your shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high prayer. Good. Press palms. Exhale twice more to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high prayer. Reach the heart space. Press the palms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Powerful back, strong hamstrings. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, one breath. Lift your energy and press your palms. And exhale your hands into your heart center. And whilst you may think that standing up is easy, I want you to energize the whole of your body and find your Tadasana. Good. Push all four corners of your feet down to the ground and inhale to consciously lift all 10 toes up off the floor. Spread the toes super wide. Exhale. Press the toes into the ground. Lift the inner and outer arches of your feet up through your legs, lifting your kneecaps at the same time. Keep the knees off lock. Switch on your thighs and then draw your belly in and up. So you're strong through your legs. Strong. Not strained, strong. Lift the energy through your core. Let your hands come to the sides and externally rotate your shoulders. That means you broaden through the collarbones and allow Hasta Bandha to take over through your hands. So strong through the wrists as you raise the energy straight up through the crown of your head. Powerful. Good. I want you to feel a very deep sense of connection with the earth underneath your feet. Beyond your mat, beyond your floor, beyond your carpet, beyond the foundations of your house or garden, deep into the soil underneath. Energetically press down. And then reach up from the crown of your head above into the sky and beyond. Feel a connection with what's above you. And then take a moment to find your radiating center right behind your belly button or somewhere around there. And connect in with your own true inner light. And imagine that light radiating straight up through the crown of your head, connecting with the universe, pressing straight down through both feet, connecting with the earth. and Mother Nature. As we get ready to come into our sun salutation flow, remember the connection you have with everything above you. Inhale, both hands up towards the sky, and then exhale, bow towards the earth. Inhale, take your halfway lift, and exhale, step back, left foot, right foot. You're in high plank, belly is on, 3 bandhas are engaged, big breath comes in. As you exhale, come down to your low plank. You can modify to the earth. Inhale, come on up to your upward facing dog. You can modify baby cobra if you wish. And exhale, downward facing dog. But lift your hips a little higher this time. Find more length through your spine as you reach the crown of your head lower and push your palms deeper, especially first and second knuckles, so you can take the weight out of the wrists. Good. One more breath in. Nice. As you exhale, bend your knees, look to your hands, and lightly step. You can fly to the top of the mat. Inhale, find your powerful halfway lift, and exhale to forward fold. Inhale, one breath, reach it all the way up towards the heavens. Nice. Exhale, dive all the way back towards the earth. Inhale, take a halfway lift. This time, press your hands down and step only your left foot to the back of the mat, and inhale your right hand to the sky. Big twists. Keep the left hip high. Nice. Exhale your right hand down to the ground and step back. High plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right foot to the sky. Exhale, draw your right knee into your chest and step it on forwards. Nice. From here, press both your hands just in front of your right hand. Take a breath in and spring forward into your standing split. So left leg lifts like a bridge straight up into the sky. Standing splits. Exhale, forward fold. So scissor your legs together. Inhale, take a halfway lift, strong through your back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, one breath, lift it up to the heavens. Press your palms, reach your heart. Exhale, dive towards the earth. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, this time, step your right foot to the back of the mat and inhale your left hand towards the sky. Keep your right hip lifted. Keep it lifted. Good. Exhale, left hand to the ground. High plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale your left foot to the sky. Step your left foot to the top of the mat. Good. Both hands in front of your left foot. Take a breath in and catapult forward to your standing splits and send your gaze straight past your right big toe. Lift that leg a little higher. Take a full breath in and then exhale. Scissor your legs together. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, one breath, hands go wide, high prayer. Lift the energy, press the palms, and feel your heart extend above your fingertips. Take a breath in here and exhale your hands back into your heart center. And if you feel any tension in your shoulders, melt the shoulders from the ears. Draw the belly in, pelvic floor on, chin towards the throat. Big breath in. Long breath out. Good, and we'll come in to practice our balancing poses before we come into the next flow. The reason we do this is to learn to balance and also train the brain to reinforce its neuroplasticity so that we can keep young brains as well as young bodies. So push your weight into your left foot and inhale your right knee as high as your navel and place your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Reach your right hand forward like you're about to shake someone's hand, but oh no, social distancing, we can't do that. Inhale the right hand in a big circle, halfway, 180 degrees, until the right hand presses towards the back and the left hand pushes the right knee forward, and you feel this beautiful twist through your torso as you practice standing through your left foot. Breath is on, belly is on, bandhas are on, and your gaze is at one point, and please don't look at the floor. That makes us more likely to stumble. We're only here for one more long breath. Nice, and then gently sweep that right hand all the way back to center. Keep the right foot off the floor, and take prayer hands on the inside of your right knee and build a bit of resistance between the inside of your right knee and the outside of your right hand. And once you've got this, use a breath to inhale, both hands as wide as you comfortably can, pushing the right leg as wide as it comfortably goes. Don't overdo it. I'd rather you focus on your bandhas, your drishti. Good, and keep the balance going. Where is your breath? How far that right knee goes, not a problem. How deep your femur bone sits in your acetabulum, that's the hip bone sitting in the hip. It is entirely your physiology, don't overdo it. Just keep the balance going. Nice, one more breath in. Last little bit of pranic energy. Draw your right knee back to center, and you can wrap your hands around the back of your right leg just to get this set up. Draw your shoulders back. And whilst holding the back of your right leg, press your right heel forward. So it's nice and easy. Your arms are holding it. You can find the balance through your left foot. Once you've found the balance through the left foot, you know what's coming. Release your hands and lift both hands towards the sky without dropping that right foot. Press the right heel straight out in front of you and draw the toes in towards your hips. Keep the right foot a little higher. Strong for one more breath. Hasta Bandha is on. All three bandhas are on. Exhale that right foot as slow as you can. Good work, Julia. Even slower. Try and keep the leg straight. Leg stay straight. That's it. And then the foot drops slowly towards the floor. And we come back into Samastitihi. And we say a little prayer, which is, thank God I'm standing on 2 feet. Much easier. Much easier. Imagine if you can train both feet to hold all of your balance and then stand on 2 feet, fully centered. How powerful, how stable. So imagine if you had a conversation with someone, you needed to stay centered for whatever reason, and physically you're fully balanced and present with your breath and your bandhas. Almost instantly, anything negative that comes towards you has no meaning because you found your center. And that's what counts. Press your weight into your right foot and gently inhale your left knee as high as your navel. Yeah, you got this. And switch on that proprioception through your right foot. If you can feel your torso dumping a little, I want you to lengthen through your spine and reach a little higher through the crown of your head as you push a little deeper through the sole of your right foot, and then place your right hand on the outside of your left knee. Left hand can go straight out in front as you empty your lungs, and then inhale to sweep your left hand in a big semicircle until it's pointing all the way towards the back of the mat. Arm is parallel to the ground. Left knee is pointing towards the front of the mat. Thigh is parallel to the ground. You're long through your torso, so don't dump here. Stay long. Breathe long and push hard through the right foot. Nice. Just one more breath like this whilst we let the body twist, energize. Good. And then gently bring your left hand back to center. If your belly goes floppy, draw it back in. Please engage Uddiyana Bandha. And place your prayer hands on the inside of your left knee and build that tension between the inside of your left knee and the outside of your left hand. Don't just put the hand there because I can't see it. Build the tension so you can feel it. It's like resistance work for the leg and the arm. Let the breath leave, rushing into it, Julia. And then inhale to broaden and open out through that left thigh. Nice. You're pushing the left hand against the inside of the left knee, but you're not overdoing this opening through the hips, only as much as is comfortable. But you are long through your torso, soft through your shoulders, bandhas are engaged. Nice. Long breath so you can feel muscles learning how to respond to the electrical signals from your brain. You're fully engaged in the moment for one more breath in. Good. And then gently exhale, draw the left knee back out in front and wrap both hands around the back of your left thigh and get that leg positioned. Right knee is on, right leg is on. Lift through the crown of your head and then straighten through your left leg and really push your heel away. You're holding the leg so it's easier now. Good. And then when you're ready, Julia's already diving in, but the left foot's diving also. Inhale, both hands towards the sky and leave that foot up high. Good. Push through the heel, strong through your quadriceps and your hip flexors. One more long breath in, not long here. Good work, Kirsty. Then gently exhale to softly float that left foot gently down to the ground. And when the sole of the foot engages, exhale your hands into Samastitihi and re-engage the full connection of your standing pose, your mountain pose, fully grounded through the feet, fully connected to a higher purpose through the crown of your body. and very centered in your own being through your belly. Good. Long breaths. You can feel Mawa Bandha. This means that you've got Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and Jalandhara Bandha all engaged, not straining at the same time, fueled in this moment by your Ujjayi rhythmic 4-4 ocean breath. In other words, turn on Mawa Bandha and breathe Ujjayi. Let your gaze sit on one spot, hopefully not the floor. Lift your gaze a little. And then let it sit on one spot until that spot becomes slightly less colorful. As your gaze starts to narrow and begin to go back inside. Feel a strength to the outside of your body, supporting the softness of the inside of your body. Strong through the outside, soft through the middle. Not hard in the middle, not tough. Soft in the middle. Connected. Good, and we'll come into Sun Salutation B, and then we're going to do a little layering. So come to the top of your mat, and inhale both hands up towards the sky, and exhale into your Utkatasana. So bend your knees as if you're sitting onto a chair, and lift your heart space, and engage through those big muscles. Now, if your belly went floppy, forgive yourself and draw it back in again. Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, Mawa Bandha. If you can remember where Mula Bandha is, take a breath in here and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And exhale, go ahead and step back, Chaturanga Dandasana in one breath. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And inhale your right foot to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your right knee into your chest, tiger curl. And step it forward. Keep your hips as low as your powerhouse will let you keep it. And inhale to your crescent lunge. So get a really nice stretch through your left hip flexor. Broaden through your shoulders. Take a breath in and exhale to warrior two. Stay low for me. Stay low for me and draw your legs towards the midline. Send your gaze like a laser over that front middle finger. Flip the hand over. Inhale. Reverse your warrior. Big stretch through the frontal plane as you keep the hips low. And then exhale. Cartwheel both hands like windmill arms over your head. Frame your right foot. Step the right foot back into a three-legged high plank. Exhale into a three-legged low plank. Then inhale to your upward facing dog and exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale your left foot, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your left knee into your chest and step it on forwards. Keep the hips low and powerful. As you inhale to lift your heart, then your arms, crescent lunge. Big breath in, exhale, warrior two. This is a warrior pose. The more you draw your feet, your knees and your thighs towards the midline, the more you'll switch on those power muscles. Belly is on, gaze over that front middle finger. Good, stay with me. Flip the left hand over, inhale, reverse, big arch. Beautiful, exhale, big spin through to your three-legged high plank. Exhale, three-legged low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big smile on your face as you take 5 long breaths through your nose and feel the power of your breath as you rotate your sit bones even higher to the sky and actively draw your chest towards your thighs. So the effect is you lengthen your spine. Fill your lungs. Good, one more full breath in. And as you exhale, shift your drishti to your fingertips. Bend your knees on empty, no air. Step, flight, or fly to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to really let go, forward fold. Inhale, one breath, high prayer. Fill it all the way up towards the heavens. Reach it taller. And then exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Samastitihi. Good. Setting up for tree pose, push your weight into your left foot and then come into either level 1, that's the right heel on the left ankle, or level 2, that's the right foot on the left calf, or maybe level 3, that's the right foot tucked into the left thigh, Vrikshasana. Now you've just woken up your proprioception, so you should feel strangely comfortable in this pose. Noticing how it brings you into one point. Maybe you inhale both hands up towards the sky and draw your belly in and up if it went floppy. Uddiyana Bandha. Drishti gaze is on one spot. One more long breath in. Good, then exhale your hands back into your heart center, getting ready for dancer's pose. You're gonna drop your right knee so it touches your left knee and keep your right foot high. Get a hold of your right ankle. Let your knees touch. Press into your left foot. You've got the balance for this, stay with me. Left hand comes to the top of the head, like you're pulling a drawstring. Take a breath, and as you exhale, begin to press your right foot into your right hand and lift, lift, lift. Right foot, left hand, lift, lift, lift. Push down through the supporting left leg. Big stretch to the right hip flexor. You've got this. That's where we were with crescent lunge. Stay strong, Karina. Big smile on your face as you gently come back into your dancer's pose. For one more long breath in. You've got this, Julia. Don't let it go. Good. Big smiles. And then gently come on out. Drop the right foot back to the ground and come back into your Samastitihi. Nice work, Kirsty. Looking rather balanced there as we get ready for the other side. Tree pose, then dancer's pose. Choosing to come to level 1, 2, or 3 with the left foot resting onto the right leg. This is a tree pose, right? So I want you to imagine that your right leg is like a tree trunk pressing deep into the earth, which means you can press the sole of your left foot onto that tree trunk for support. Reach through the crown of your head and keep your bandhas engaged. And then inhale, both hands up towards the sky. Super strong, maybe a mudra. Maybe you tuck your index finger just inside your right thumb and your left thumb. Good, one more breath in. I want you to focus breath, bandha, and drishti on this moment, this practice, this posture. Nothing else. Right here, right now, as we get ready to switch to dancer's pose, bring your hands back into your chest and drop your left knee so your left knee can touch your right knee and get a hold of your left ankle. Now, remember when we stood earlier on the right foot? We built some power in the proprioception. Use this. You've got it. It's there. Use your right hand just to touch the top of your head, like you're pulling out a drawstring with thumb and forefinger. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, kick your left foot back into your left hand until the left hand and left foot lifts, 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 lifts. And you're coming into that dancer's pose. Right hand can lift, 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 lift. Pushing down into your right foot, Karina. You've got it this time. Well done. Awesome work. Maybe press that left foot a little higher for me, Kirsty. Nice. For one more long breath in. You've got this, Karina. Gently come back to us. Don't give up. That's it. Stay with me. And you, Julia. One more breath and exhale. Gently come on out. Slowly, carefully, with compassion. No catapulting. Bring your hands back into your heart center. Mountain pose means you stand like a mountain, with the power of a mountain, connected with the earth, connected with the universe, connected with yourself, grounded, breathing, engaged. This isometric contraction, if you stood here and did this for an hour, would give you so much power and concentration. You'd move beyond your asana. You'd move into your pranayama. You'd move into your pratyahara. And maybe even your dhyana, which means you're moving through your breathing, your self-study, and your meditation. Just by really engaging in the moment. We can stay down with the asanas all the time, doing the exercise the whole time. We can use the practice to move deeper and deeper and deeper on this journey into what is essentially our own destiny. Maybe smile, make light of it. And do whatever you choose. Good, and we'll do a little bit of layering. So we're going to put 6 pairs of postures together. So we'll do the first 2, then we'll do the first 2 and the second 2, and the second 2, and blah, 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 until we get up to 12 postures. So come to the top of your mat, and take a breath in, and come into full Tadasana. So feel Tadasana with your palms by the side of your hands, your hips, sorry. Good. So first 2 poses are arrowhead and crescent lunge. So take a breath in, step your left foot to the back of the mat, arrowhead. Remember what we said about the legs. Hug everything to the midline. It's possible just be loose here and we kind of dump down into it, you know, when you're doing it. Draw the legs in strong. Long, strong line through the back of your body. This is first pose. Inhale both hands without lifting the hips. Just lift the heart and the hands, crescent lunge. So this is the first layer. Arrowhead, crescent lunge. Good, we'll do the other side. Step to the top of the mat, come into your Tadasana, take a breath, exhale, arrowhead, draw everything towards the midline, long through the back of the body. Palms are wide. Good, it's like Tadasana, but you're leaning onto your left leg. Then inhale, crescent lunge. Don't lift your hips, just lift your heart. Nice. Broad through your palms, one big breath in. Exhale, Tadasana. So that's the first layer. Good, we'll do the first layer again, but put a second layer in. So take a breath in and exhale, step back, arrowhead, inhale, crescent lunge. This time, exhale, warrior 2, right hand out in front. The hips don't come up. Keep the knees stacked. Good, nice. From here, flip the right hand over, inhale, reverse the warrior. Yeah, feel the stretch through the right side of your body. Maybe take a little bind if that's in your practice. Sit a little lower. Don't worry, we're not going to cartwheel anywhere just yet. Take a breath, and then just exhale to stand back to Tadasana, top of the mat. Good. From Tadasana, take a breath in, exhale. Arrowhead, right foot steps back. Inhale, crescent lunge, that's the first layer. Second layer, exhale, warrior 2. Sit low and powerful like a warrior, and draw everything to the midline as you lengthen through the crown of your head. Once you've got this warrior pose, strong through everything, flip the left hand over, inhale, reverse your warrior. Second layer, done. Good. Strong stretch, maybe take a little bind. Use the pose. Don't worry about where we're going next. Use this pose and this moment to go deeper into your practice, beyond the physical asana and into the consciousness. Take a breath here and exhale, Tadasana, top of the mat. So that's the first 2 layers. Good. We'll throw in a third layer, 2 more postures. Nice. From here, Tadasana, exhale, arrowhead, left foot steps. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Good. This time, third layer, exhale, right elbow to right knee, extended side angle, draws the right, left arm up and over, straight line. Nice. I want you to find a long, straight, crisp line through the left side of your body. Good, take a breath in here, and as you exhale, slowly straighten the right leg and come into triangle pose. Try and keep your right hand off the floor, off your shin, and use your core to hold the body up. Left hand can reach a little higher, draw body in. Good, long breath in, lift the left shoulder. Maybe the gaze goes to the left hand. Big breath, exhale, step forward, Tadasana. Good, just as you're feeling that, take a big breath in Tadasana. Exhale, right foot, arrowhead. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. From reverse warrior, exhale into your extended side angle on the opposite side. Right arm lifts. Draw your belly in and draw your right shoulder back. Crisp line through the right side of your body. Find the pose first. Take a breath in. And then exhale, triangle pose. So straighten out through your left leg and keep your left arm long and strong. Fingertips reach towards the floor, but don't touch anything. Good, there's the third layer. Stay here for one more breath. Nice, and exhale, come back to Tadasana. Time, I think, for one more layer in this sequence. So we're in the first 3 layers, we'll put in a 4th layer. Good, take a breath in, exhale, arrowhead, in left foot. Inhale, crescent lunge, exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, triangle pose. From triangle pose, twist. So left arm drops to the ground. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Reverse triangle pose. Good. Then inhale all the way back to reverse warrior. Sweep the arms around, big circles, reverse warrior. Boom. Nice. Stay here. Let the body absorb that fourth layer. Take a breath. Exhale, Tadasana, top of the mat. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, step right foot back, arrowhead. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, triangle pose. And then remember this layer. Exhale, right hand to the ground. Come through a powerful twist. Left hand towards the sky. You got it. Then inhale, rotate the arms like big windmills. Reverse warrior. Beautiful. Hold the pose. Let the body absorb the layers. Exhale, Tadasana. Looking at the clock, do we have time for one more layer? Just. We'll move quickly through the first four. You already know this. Take a breath in. Exhale, step back. Left foot, arrowhead. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse revolving triangle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. So that's the first four layers. Good. From here, fifth layer, exhale, Skandasana, left leg, side lunge. Left leg bends, right leg is straight. Good. From here, inhale, wide-legged forward fold. Take a hold of your ankles and draw the crown of your head towards the ground. Big stretch through your inner thighs. Take a breath. Turn to the front of the mat. Come back into your Tadasana. Do the other side. You're all with me? Tadasana, ground yourself. Inhale, exhale, right foot, arrowhead. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale, revolve, Trikonasana. Left hand floats to the sky. Good. Big breath in as you sweep all the way through the windmill to reverse warrior. And then we'll come into Skandasana on the other side. So bend your right leg. Side lunge. Long breath. Strong, belly is on. Exhale, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Yeah, so that's 5 layers. I'm tempted to put a 6th in. Complete all 6. 12 postures. Let's do it. Step to the top of your mat. Come into your Tadasana. Good. Take a breath in here. You know the first 5 layers already. First layer, exhale, left foot. Arrowhead. Inhale, crescent lunge. Second layer. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Third layer, inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, triangle pose. Fourth layer, revolve your triangle through your breath. Inhale, big sweeping reverse warrior. Good. From here, Skandasana, 5th layer, and straight into your forward fold. You've got this, you know all of this. 6th layer, step forward, right foot, half moon. Lift your left hip and touch the sky with your left fingertips. Take a breath in here. Second posture of the 6th layer, standing split. So rotate your left hand to the floor, drop your left hip, but raise your left foot. Drop your left hip, but raise your left foot. So your hips are in line. Big breath in. Good. Exhale, scissor your legs together. Forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, both hands towards the sky. Nice. Exhale, both hands into your heart center. And come back to Tadasana. We'll do the final side. All 6 layers on the right side. Take a breath in. Exhale, step back. Arrowhead. Inhale, belly is on. Crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, triangle pose. Exhale, revolving triangle pose. Good. Big breath sweeping through that whole reverse warrior. Nice. From here, take that breath. Come into your Skandasana. Big breath in here. Exhale. Wide-legged forward fold. Draw the crown of the head even lower. I can see you. Good. From here, step forward. Left foot, half moon. Nice. Lift your right hip. Lift the right fingertips towards the sky and energize through your right heel, just like in your 3-legged dog. Take a breath in here now. And then exhale your right hand to the floor. Standing splits. Lifts that right leg even higher and drops the right hip. Don't lift the hip. Big breath in here. Exhale. Scissor your legs together. Forward fold. Take a little rest. Press your hands into the ground and step back. High plank. Good. So I'm going to have a little look. Make sure that you've got a nice, long, straight, energetic line through your body. I want you to bring your awareness into your belly and just draw your belly in and up. Easy to let this go here. Dome the back of your shoulders. Reach through the crown of your head. And take a little look down the front line of your body and make sure it's in a straight line. So you're engaged through your core. You're not lifting your bum. You're not drifting your hips. One more long breath in here. Stay with me. Nice. And then when you're ready, gently exhale slowly to bring the body to the ground in a straight line. And when you arrive, straighten through your arms and press your palms onto the ground. Press your palms onto the ground. So arms are straight, Kirsty. Arms are straight. Looks like this. You're on the ground. Arms are straight. Press palms into the earth. Good. Press your hips into the earth. Getting ready for locust pose. It's an energetic back bend. Inhale to lift your shoulders off the floor. So you're using your spinal muscles to raise your chest away from the ground and then lengthen through the crown of your head. There's often a temptation to look up. If that's your practice, you can do that. I advise a neutral spine as you engage through the spinal muscles. And then inhale the hands off the floor and feel the broadness through your chest. Good. Weave your shoulder blades together. Lift the crown of your head a little higher. Push your hips into the floor and then inhale, feet off the floor. So you're in a full back bend, extension through the spine. Good. Fill your lungs. Breathe. Strong. I want you to broaden through the palms of the hands as you lift the heart a little higher. Nice. Push the hips down. Stay with me. I'm not looking, but stay with me. And then exhale, softly bring it all to the ground and turn your right cheek on the floor and just give your hips a little swish left and right. And we're going to come into one more prone back bend. And this time you can choose to come into a floor bow if you wish by grabbing your ankles. If you do this, I need you to make sure that you don't let your knees flail apart, because if they do, you'll put pressure on the sacroiliac joint. So either coming straight back into your locust pose, or option to come a little deeper, bend your knees, get a hold of your ankles. Yeah, get a hold of the ankles. Make sure the knees traction together, Kirsty. Good. And then inhale to press your feet back through your hands to lift the chest up. Now you can send your chin higher towards the sky as you push your feet back. Good work, Karina. Nice. Really power up through the whole of your chest. Feel the breath for one more long breath in as the hips push down, the feet kick back, and the spine contracts to lift the chest. Awesome. And then when you're ready, gently begin to release and notice if your knees flailed wide. Always be careful with the floor bow. As soon as the knees go wide, we start pulling pressure into the sacroiliac joint. That's where the spine sits in the hips. Maybe turn your left cheek to the floor this time and just switch your hips left and right. Just loosen off. And then gently roll onto your back. Good. And then being careful, I'm going to come into a shoulder pose here. If it's not right for you today, just think about keeping your hips on the ground. So that's the back of your bum stays on the ground and you just lengthen through the legs and press the heels up to the sky. That's the modification. Or you can come into full shoulder pose if you feel comfortable by exhaling to draw your knees into your chest, lift your hips off the floor and press your hands under your hips to support, and then press your feet straight up into the sky. Whichever variation you wish to take is the right one to choose. What we're trying to do, and you can even come to a wall and rest your legs on a wall if that's right for you. I recommend it. Good, I'm seeing one of you doing that. That's so important. The legs are now vertical, which means that whichever variation of the posture you've chosen, and by the way, if your hips are off the floor, keep your gaze on your toes. Please don't look left or right in this pose. It's quite bad for the neck. Gaze is straight down through the middle, knees, navel, toes, whatever you like. The legs are vertical, right? So you're allowing all of the lymphatic system, a reverse flush back through the legs. Usually we spend our time standing on our legs and there's this one flow of energy and that's fine. But turning ourselves upside down means that we can just reverse flush some of that. And also let all the blood that sits in those legs, that works through the legs, come into the rest of the body. We're here for a few more breaths now. Either you can stay exactly where you are, or maybe choose to start coming into plow pose. If your hips are off the floor, you can begin to bend from the hips. Keep the legs straight and lower the legs over the forehead. Noticing what's going on in your balance through your back and listening to your body. Never coming any deeper than you choose to. Always finding that sweet spot that means that you're expanding through your practice rather than bullying yourself into a pose that's not right today. If you come into plow pose and you wish to lower your feet to the ground and maybe even soften your knees either side of your ears, if your feet do touch the ground, by the way, you can take your hands off your hips if that's comfortable. Any modification you choose. And if you're coming into deaf man's pose, notice the compression through your chest and how this compresses into the lungs, and notice that you can still set yourself free to breathe freely through this posture. Whichever variation you've chosen, use your breath to begin to release yourself as slowly as feels right from the chosen posture you're in. And that means, it doesn't mean to say you have to start right now. It means you follow your breath and let your breath release you slowly from the pose until you gently arrive with your hips on the floor and your feet can touch the floor. And then I'd like you to exhale your knees into your chest for a little hug. Just give yourself a little squeeze, maybe a little rock left and right. And we're going to take a modified pigeon pose on our back. So place your left foot on the floor and your right ankle on top of your left knee. And then send your right arm through the little triangle between your legs and grab the back of your left thigh or the front of your left shin. And use your hands to draw your left leg into your body to lever your right leg in and get a stretch through the back of your right glute. And this will extend out into your hamstrings as well. And the secondary stretch going on everywhere. This is a really safe option or alternative or modification for pigeon pose if you're ever into pigeon pose. And it feels a bit strong or the knee is strained. This is an excellent variation to come to. Good. From here, just lower your left foot back onto the ground and keeping your right ankle on your left knee, begin to lower your left knee outwards to the outer edge of your mat so the right foot drops towards the ground. You should get a deeper stretch to the outer right hip. By now, your camera angles are all pretty much so I can't see what you're doing. But you should be lying with your shoulders comfortably on the ground and the right outer hip getting a really nice stretch. Right ankle is on top of the left knee and the left knee is somewhere on the ground. One more breath in here and use the exhale to lengthen through the right side of your outer hip. Nice, and then exhale again to draw both knees back into center and give yourself a little squeeze. We'll do the other side. Little roll around, whatever feels good through the back of the hip, sacroiliac joint loosening. And then place your right foot on the ground. And place your left ankle on top of your right knee. And send your left arm through a little gap between your legs and grab the back of your right thigh or the front of your right shin. And then use your hands to draw your right leg into your body and lever your left leg inwards. So you're drawing the inside of your left ankle in towards your shoulders. And you should get a really nice primary stretch through the left glutes. And as you exhale, I'd like you to soften your shoulders into the ground and the back of your head onto the ground. And let your breath soften your body. There's an old saying my teacher used to say this endlessly to us. If it doesn't serve you, let it go. We hang on to so much chit. Chit is spelled C-H-I-T, chit, chitta. in our lives. There's things, there's associations. Gently soften your right foot onto the floor and widen your right knee out. Keep your left ankle glued to the top of your right knee so you get this beautiful stretch through the outer left hip. And see if you can melt your left shoulder down onto the ground. There's a tendency for the left shoulder to lift up, melt the left shoulder down. Both shoulder blades are square on the ground, and you can even send your arms really wide and open up through the heart space. And allow this stretch to emanate from the outer left hip all the way through the whole of the body, even out to the fingertips as you rest your left shoulder deeper into the earth. And when you breathe in, feel life coming into every cell in your body. And when you breathe out, if it doesn't serve you, let it go. A man called Earl Nightingale once said, "Believe and succeed." Believe and succeed. It pretty much means anything that's in your mind is what will come to you. So when you worry, you're praying for the things you don't want. It's an irony in life. My teacher used to say, if it doesn't serve you, let it go. What can you let go of? There's always something. Unless, of course, you're the perfect human being. And when they make the first perfect human being, I'd like to meet them. Hasn't existed yet. Another thing my teacher used to joke about. Gently exhale both your knees into your chest and give yourself just one final compassionate squeeze. We're about to begin to release into our final resting pose. And I'll be turning off the camera and leaving you. Now, I just want you to appreciate that one of the only benefits of not coming to the studio is that you don't have to travel home afterwards. You have the richness of some time after your practice. And the longer you can let yourself stay in your Shavasana, the more you can absorb your present moment and go deeper into your own journey. Yoga is a journey of the self, through the self, and the only destination is the self. So take a nice long breath in and out and exhale to physically relax into your Shavasana, resting your legs onto the ground like two really heavy lampposts. Widen your ankles and soften down through your legs and your hips. Rest your arms on the ground and allow your palms to face upwards. We do this by way of surrender to the flow of the universe. Maybe you walk your shoulders together a little or find whatever way you know you like to rest in Shavasana. And then take a nice long breath in with me through your nose. And exhale all the way out. We're going to do 2 counted breaths. It's a 4-6 breath. We're extending the exhale to relax the body even more. And after the second count, I'll say goodbye and I'll leave you in your Shavasana. So let the breath leave your body and seal your lips as you inhale now with me for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale long and slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Long exhale all the way. 6, 5, 4. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through the nose. So important. Keep the lips sealed and then just breathe naturally. Let yourself go. Shavasana. Namaste, yogis. Have a lovely evening.